Welcome to High Infidelity, the best cheating videos on YouTube. If you enjoy this content, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. Now let's get into the video.
I, 25 female, revenge cheated on my husband, 27 male, and then found out he didn't cheat in the first place. He was just meeting his sister. I don't know what to do now. To put you more into the context, me and my husband grew up near the city B, but we moved to city that is 14-hour drive away. 2 weeks ago, my husband was going on a week-long trip to City B. One day into the trip, I get a message from my friend telling me that she is having a meal at a certain restaurant, and that my husband few tables next to her having a meal with good-looking young girl. She even sent me a photo of them. They were laughing and stuff. It wasn't business meeting. Besides that, my hubby didn't tell me he will have meetings there. At this point, I knew what was going on. He was cheating on me. My intuition was telling it to me, and the way how happy they looked at that photo just got me angry. One thing I hate the most is the infidelity. At this point, I was just craving revenge on him. I installed Tinder. It's a dating app, and I went on a date with first attractive tall man that asked me out. The date quickly led to one night stand, and it got me extremely satisfied. But it didn't end there. The next evening, as I was having the same angry feeling, so I found another attractive tall guy on Tinder, and another evening, once again the same scenario. However, after that, I was video calling my hubby, and he casually mentioned speaking to his sister about something. At this point, gears in my head started turning. His sister lives in City B. I pulled up her Facebook, and I have realized my mistake. Girl on the photo was indeed his sister. I didn't see her for a long time since we live far away, and now even with the COVID and stuff, she looks different than I remember her. Don't know what to do now, Reddit. I feel like trash. This whole revenge cheating was a mistake. But it's not my fault. I mean, I was in the situation where it looked like my hubby is cheating on me. Everybody would react the same if they were in this situation. My husband is now back home from the trip, but I feel huge anxiety next to him. Even looking in his eyes is painful. I'm secretly crying. I don't know if I should tell him or try to forget about the thing. The whole thing was a stupid mistake anyway. My husband is a good man that makes a lot of money and can take care of me. I can't break up with him. Tell me please what to do. Edit. I came here for advice and not for judgments. Please don't attack me. Edit 2. For all the haters and downvoters, go somewhere else. Now look at some comments. They really wouldn't. You are your own person, sure, but using anyone would have done the same is just a cowardly way of trying to avoid addressing the core issue, that you cheated. Thinking he cheated first is irrelevant. A penis that does not belong to your husband has entered your body at your own behest. That is reality. Revenge or not, you cheated. You are here for advice, though. Here it is. You are so insecure that the thought of your husband going on a date drove you to bed two total strangers. You need therapy to address your insecurities. You need a reality check to realize what you did was both wrong and your fault. You broke your marriage vows. Him sleeping with someone else, in reality or otherwise, does not change the vows you gave yourself. You ended your marriage when you decided to do that. If he confided in himself to forgive you, which he shouldn't for his sake, it will be because he is willing to accept you despite your infidelity, total absence of respect for him, or you total lack of ability to think before you strangers. You gave him literally zero credit or respect for his faithfulness. Why? You expected this to happen. What indication has he ever given you of infidelity or dissatisfaction with you as a wife? None, I'd wager. You simply believe this was right to do since you immediately did it as soon as you had the excuse without even verifying an ounce of your assumption. You simply have no business being married at all if you have so little faith in him. Unless you were able to come totally clean and admit this to yourself, and then to him that you cheated because you assumed he was nothing can save your marriage, you are already on borrowed time. If he loves you as much as you think, he will probably want to seek out a counselor before anything else, and you should too. This is a symptom that your relationship is so unhealthy it would probably qualify as part dying and on to undead. P.S. If you wanted to avoid vitriol, you shouldn't have done something that shows you have zero respect for a good husband or even yourself. Of course, that won't help you in the long run as you already done out. Also, I do hope this is a troll. I just want to believe that no one this crazy actually exists in the world. No, not everyone would react the same. I would ask questions and try to get any physical evidence. I would not sleep with anyone, because if it did turn out to be a mistake and I did cheat, I'd have to carry that burden of knowing I made a mistake. But if my partner did, I gather evidence, and if he did break it off, entertaining read, fairly decent trolling. Next time I would pay more attention to the backstory. The thing about not knowing what his sister looked like / not knowing he was going to visit his sister didn't make much sense. Overall, a good attempt, room for improvement. 7/10. I don't often say this, but in your current mental state, you should probably not be in a relationship right now. Your level of jealousy, the speed at which you determined without a doubt that he cheated on you, your decision to take revenge instead of confronting him and trying to figure out whether you want to continue the relationship is all extremely unhealthy and shows that you are not ready for a long-term committed relationship. If he divorce you, he's doing you both a favor. Work on yourself, get professional help, because as you are now, you are not capable of having a healthy, committed relationship. You could have confronted your husband when you thought he was cheating, but instead you go behind his back and cheated. Grow up and tell your husband you cheated on him. One thing I hate the most is the infidelity. So if you proceed to cheat on your husband anyway, let it be a lesson to you not to jump straight to conclusions by a photo alone. But it's not my fault. I mean, I was in the situation where it looked like my hubby is cheating on me. Everybody would react the same if they were in this situation, but it is your fault and you need to take responsibility. Not everyone would do the same thing as you either, so don't try to make excuses for your behavior. Unfortunately, all you can do now is tell him what happened and the reasons for it, and see what happens. Would not telling him be a problem? I'm afraid that he won't like me after I tell him, but not telling him would mean I will feel anxiety all the time. One thing I hate the most is infidelity. Goes out and the first tall guy she meets, lol, how TF do you not know what your husband's sister looked like? You are definitely in the wrong for this. You did not even ask your husband who he saw there. I think you need to tell him what you did because he deserves to know. It seems like you're gonna have to find another man who makes a lot of money. I met her only few times, and that was years ago. Now she is different. I mean, I should have realized that, but I didn't, and I feel stupid now. And I revenge cheated because I had a reason for it. Sorry, but cheating is cheating, and you're the only cheater in your relationship, lol. Wonderful K-drama stuff. Should have made it a little wilder by saying he went to Mars to meet his long-lost sister, and it just so happened that your friend was there. What are the odds? But you had amnesia, so you forgot what the sister looked like. And then you went on Tinder, and the first guy you hooked up was your husband, but you did recognize him at first cause of the trauma you've been through. So he's never allowed to hang out with his mom or sister. No cousins or long-time friends. None of them. You cheated. You're the cheater. You're the liar. You're the unfaithful one who betrayed the one you're supposed to love. You did this to yourself, and I hope you suffered from it. This is 100% your fault. I'm not sure how you can honestly and legitimately say otherwise. Your husband met his sister, and in return you had one-night stands. You need to be honest with him and let him make a decision on what he wants to do now. You've been unfaithful, completely unnecessarily. You cheated, and it most certainly is your fault. You went in two strange guys on Tinder. It could be worse. You could be pregnant by one of those one-nighters. Also, you might want to get tested for STD. Good luck when he finds out.